Hello, this is Caelan Huntress, and today I'm doing a homepage review of donnahanson.com.au. I'm going to go over 4 things that I like and 4 things that I would improve about this homepage. The first thing that I like about this homepage is the movement on scroll. A lot of times when things move into frame as you scroll, it can be very disorienting and create a lot of vertigo. And I think it might be because sometimes people put in spins or things coming from the side, but this is just really simple. When you scroll down, things come up, and I really like that. So that's the first thing that I like, is a good use of the movement on the scroll. The second thing that I like is that we get to the speaker kit right away. The calls to action are really well thought out. You scroll down, the first button you see is Book Now. The second button you see is Download the Speaker Kit. Since public speakers are typically creating a website that validates their authority to meeting planners who are looking to book them, giving these options right off the bat, this is a really good way to go. So that's the second thing that I like, is the Download the Speaker Kit button right away. The third thing that I like is this blue palette. There's power blues all over the place. And I like it how everything is in blue. And we get blues all over the place, and it's all a different frame of blue. And so that's the third thing I like, is all the blues. And the fourth thing that I like is this 3-section modules right here. Motivational speaker, trainer, and media commentator. This is really great because it demonstrates the breadth of capability that Donna has, and also this particular, and look at that, the movement again. When I hover, it goes up. I love that. Seeing her on television, it validates for me that she's somebody that I can trust to put on the air. So if somebody's doing a quick overview of, should we ask this person to get on our TV show, coming down here and seeing this instantly legitimizes it. So that's the fourth thing that I like, is this 3-section authority validation that she has down here below. And now I'm going to go over 4 things that I would improve about this homepage. And the first thing that I would improve is all this empty white space up here. It's just a lot of lost opportunities. I mean, I can barely get the important call to action, Book Now. I barely see it on my browser window because I have all this wasted real estate up here. So I would either move the social icons into this open slot right here, but I know that this can, it creates responsiveness issues, but the responsiveness, we might need some of that as well. But most importantly, I would just move everything up. I think that the header bar could end where the top of the logo is. You could compress everything and lose all of this extra white space so that where the logo is right here, this is actually where the menu bar is. And then we see more of the photo, and we get this Book Now button above the fold, and peeking right at the edge of the fold, seeing this right here, it will incentivize somebody to scroll. So that's the first thing that I would improve, is I would tighten up the header and remove a lot of the extra white space. The second thing that I would improve is I would be more strategic about the blues. I like all the blues as a color palette, and I like that there's not reds and greens and yellows trying to complement it. And so while I do like that the blue theme is showing throughout the website, I don't think it's being used strategically enough. There's just too many blues. I mean, like, at a glance, I have 5, 6 different, but 7 blues. So I think that there's too many blues, and it would be good to reduce the number of blue colors to specific types of content. There's headings and buttons as one color. Right now, this works. Looking at just this, I mean, it even matches the feedback. This light blue up here, it's a little distracting. And this blue, as a highlight blue, if it was one of 3 blues, it would really stand out. But when I compare it with the blues in this bar, with the dark blue in the header, a separate blue up here, there's just too many blues. So I would reduce the number of blues to the most essential number, and then be strategic about where they're being used. For instance, this dark blue that's in the logo, where else should that go? And if that's only the menu bar, then that should be an intentional choice. And so I'd like to just see some more intentionality with the blues. That's the second thing that I would improve. The third thing that I would improve is I would bullet out the topics that she talks on. There's the bolding is really, it's good here. Whoa. I clicked on something and it did something. That was weird. Let me try refreshing the page. The bold that in this bio section, I like that it calls out that she's a conference speaker. Microsoft Office programs are important. Media commentator, but there's some really essential information that's lost up here. Motivational, productivity, speaker. Those are three separate items, a lot like how these three separate items really stand out. I think the topics that Donna talks on can also be bulleted out and highlighted. That's the third thing that I would improve. And the fourth thing that I would improve on this website is I would really compress this footer. It's just way too big. I mean, it's an entire screen. Just looking at I've got some dead white space right here, a privacy policy that's barely a link. I'd like to see the privacy policy moved down into this bottom bar here, and there's so much space here that's not necessary. I'd move the subscribe into this blue section so it's really a call out, and then concatenate, just compress all of this to make the footer about a third of the height that it is. So those are the four things that I like and the four things that I would improve about donnahanson.com.au. If you'd like your own homepage reviewed, there's a link in the description below. Have fun out there.